more and more children are walking through our outdoor classrooms. In fact, think of the amount of families and children who have taken one step in an outdoor classroom, and maybe even many. Nature Explore classrooms are really changing the communities. They're changing this world. So at this point, we would like to celebrate our actual 100th classroom, and we're lucky enough to have Skype so that we can do that, and some very cooperative people here with us. So these folks are in Pinedale, Wyoming. Is it snowing there? Yes. All right. It is not snowing here. Yeah. So, Martha, can you maybe tell us just one thing or something that you've really noticed different since the children in your care have been exploring in a Nature Explore classroom?
Yeah, and I'll probably have maybe the teachers talk a little bit about that. But I can say that just briefly, one of the reasons that we were interested in this when we first saw this at the NACE conference was that Pinedale is a really unique community in western Wyoming. It's a very small community. It's 90 miles south of Yellowstone. It's at the base of the Wind River Mountains, and hunting, fishing, skiing, all those kinds of outdoor activities are very common here. But we're surprised at how many people still struggle with taking their children outdoors. So in some ways it was very appropriate for a number of reasons, and it's been very well received in this community. We're only 2 blocks, our school is only 2 blocks off of the main street, which kind of gives you an idea of how small we are. And it's across from the town park. So it's very common for moose and deer and other animals to visit. And so we really live in a really, really beautiful place. But again, just like with what people struggle with all over the country, is people aren't getting kids outside, you know, as much as we all know that needs to happen. So, but I think that the teachers, maybe one of you guys can talk a little bit about some of the things that have happened since we just had an opening in September. So the kids have had a couple months now to experiment with things with the kids, and some really, really neat things have happened. So maybe you guys can quick story.
What I noticed the most is the kids don't need toys to play with outside. They just use their imagination playing with the bark or the wood stumps or branches of trees. They figure out how to play with other things other than toys because there's no toys out there. And they use their imagination.
So it's been a really fabulous experience, and the whole community, you know, has been excited about it. Have lots of great donations to make it happen, and so I think we raised over $150,000 to build this yard. So it's pretty spectacular. So if anybody ever is, you know, over this way,
In the summer, maybe, right?
yes, that would be advised.
All right, so thank you so much, and please lift your hands to our 100th Nature Explore classroom, Pinedale Learning Center, and Martha and her team. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of you as well, and you're doing amazing work. So we're really excited and honored to be a part of it.
Oh, thank you, Martha. I told you to get it in, Martha. You're 100.
Yay. Woohoo. So just as important as celebrating our 100th